Hello, I wanted to share some information with you on the 7-second presentation, how to overcome objections, and then the 4-phase prospecting technique that I've used for the past 25 years, and it's been very successful for me, and I'm sure it'll be very successful for you. But first of all, the 7-second presentation. I'm going to take about 7-8 minutes to share this information with you. Make sure that you look at it again and again, and become unconsciously conscious with it, because if you do, you will make money with it, and you'll make a lot of money with it. These are psychologically sound techniques, and I encourage you to use them. First is the 7-second presentation. It goes like this. You have a few business cards. Make sure that you have your name, telephone number, email address, a capture page on it. A capture page. If you don't know what a capture page is, I'm going to give you some information on the screen to show you how to get a capture page. You want to make sure that you have a capture page on it, and then a call to action. But it goes like this. Excuse me, would you do me a favor? Most people want to do you a favor. So you say, excuse me, would you do me a favor? Yeah, sure. Would you take a few of my cards, and anytime you hear somebody thinking about buying or selling real estate, would you give it to them for me? Sure, not a problem. Okay. Excuse me, would you do me a favor? Yeah, sure. What is it? Would you take a few of my business cards, and anytime you hear somebody thinking about needing road assistance, emergency road assistance, would you give it to them for me? Sure, not a problem. Excuse me, would you do me a favor? Anytime you hear somebody thinking about needing a real estate, or not a real estate, but an attorney, would you give it to them for me? Yeah, sure, not a problem. That's the 7-second presentation. Whatever your product or service is, you want to master that, and that's the 7-second presentation. Sometimes that's all you have, and you don't get a second chance to make a first impression, so you want to make sure that you do it right every single time, so practice that. The second thing is how to overcome objections. There's an acronym that I use, and the acronym is AQRSC: Agree, Question, Restructure, Solidify, and Close. And most of the time when you're talking to somebody about joining you in a business or a business opportunity or something like that, they're going to give you 3 major objections, and the objections are either time, talent, or money. Some people are going to say, I don't have the time. If they say that, you can simply come back with them again: agree, question, restructure, solidify, and close. So you're going to agree with them. I understand. I mean, who doesn't have time these days? I mean, who's not busy these days? Mostly everybody is busy. But let me ask you this. In addition to that, here's the question. In addition to that, is there any other reason why you want to get started today? Stop, listen to what they have to say. And then 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, well, no, not really. Okay, well, let me ask you this. If I could show you how you could leverage your time that you do have, leverage the time that you do have, and help and increase the time in your favor, would you be willing to get started today? Yeah, sure, I would. At that point, you show them how to do it. Okay. Another one would be, I don't have the money. Well, the opportunity in MCA, Motor Club of America, is only $40. $20 for your first month membership, and then $20 on the back end. So $40 to get started. Doesn't cost anything to become an associate. So if you don't have $40, whatever you're doing as a grown adult, it's not working. You need to borrow the money, and you need to get started. But it goes like this. Real simple. When you're, if they say, I don't have the money, you say, well, I can understand that sometimes people just don't have the money. They go through rough patches in life and they just don't have it. But let me ask you this. In addition to that, is there any other reason why you wouldn't want to get started today? Most of the time they're going to say, no, not at all. Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and let's help you solve that problem so we can get you started today. Now, you help them solve the problem and you get them started right away. Okay, that's how you overcome that objection. That's the close part of it. And remember also that in any type of presentation, there's a lead in, investigate, show and sell, tie down. That's LIST. Lead in, investigate, show and sell, tie down. Lead in is simply you're talking, breaking ice and stuff like that. Investigation, you're asking them questions about what they want to do in life, what are some of their goals or whatever. Tie down, or lead them at the show and sell, is the show and sell. This is the portion of where you use third-party tools, third-party videos, third-party products, someone else talking on your behalf. Because here's the thing, you can talk and you can explain it, but if someone else does it on your behalf, it has an 80% more chance of being received on the other person's from the other person. They'll receive it. So you want to use third-party tools, and then of course tie down is the close. But you want to use that lead, investigate, show and sell, tie down. That's how all this stuff works. Again, the last thing on agree, question, restructure, solidify, and close, which is how to close transactions. Someone might say, I don't have the talent, and the talent is simply they think that they can't do what you're already doing. Well, you have to show that it's duplicatable, and whatever is duplicatable is profitable. So if they can duplicate what you're doing, in other words, if they can give you if you can give them a 5-minute video, if you can give them a 5-minute video, they can look at it, they're going to make money. All right. So again, use the same verbiage that I just gave you before. The last thing is the 4-phase recruiting process, and it goes something like this. Excuse me, John, or whoever you're talking to. Hey, would you be interested in making some extra money? Or have you thought about making some extra money? Or would you like to make some extra money? Extra money could be anything from $20 to $50 to $100 to $1,000 or $2,000 a week, whatever it is. It's just extra money, money on top of what you're already making. John, would you be interested in making some extra money? Yeah, sure. What is it? Yeah, I'll tell you what. Take a look at this video, and I'll get back with you. Oh, what is it? Take a look at the video, all the information in the video. Whatever you do, don't let them know what information is in it. Because if you do that, now you're getting into something that's not duplicatable. Someone else, you might be able to explain it, but it's not going to do you any good if it can't be duplicated. So you have to be able to duplicate it, because that person needs to see that what you're doing, they can do also. So what you want to do is take a look at the video, and then I get back in touch with you. Okay, that's cool. I'll do that. Now, you follow up with them, later on that day or whatever. You might even want to ask them, hey, how soon you think you could look at it? Well, I could look at it, this evening around 6 or 7. I'll tell you what then. I'll call you back at 8 or 9 o'clock would be better. Give them an alternative choice. They're going to say what time, and then you get back in touch with them. When you call them, you say, hey, John, did you take a look at the information? Yeah, I did take a look at it. Now, this is the key. You want to ask them, you don't want to say, what did you, you don't ask them, did you like it or whatever. You want to say, what did you like best about what you saw? They're going to tell you. If it's the money part of it, you play off of that. If it's the product part of it or the service part of it, you play off of that. And then you go ahead and you say, what if they say I like the money. Well, you know what? I like the money when I saw it also. Let me ask you this. How soon do you want to start making some money? I like to start making money yesterday. Well, I'll tell you what then. You can pay with either a credit card, debit card, or check. Which one do you want to pay with? And then you take the information out, and then you go ahead and get them signed up. If they say they like the product or the service, you say, you know what? I like the product, or I like the service also when I saw it. Let me ask you this. How soon would you like to start using the service? Well, I'd like to start using it right away. I'll tell you what. Well, you could pay with either check, debit card, or credit card. Which one do you want to pay with? And then that's the close. You get them started. So anyway, this gave you a quick training on how to overcome objections, the 7-second presentation, and the 4-phase recruiting process. All right. Good luck. God bless you. I know you're going to be a success.